Hello guys, it's D to the B here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Transformers toys. I just figured I'd let you know this. The first couple of minutes, I think it might be 7, was audio recorded from a scrapped video talking about the Wheeljack and the Nightbird. I figured since I'm talking about the new toys, I'd throw it in there. So I figured I'd let you know if you're confused or anything. So yeah, the first couple minutes are old footage from a scrapped video, so I hope you enjoy. More toys revealed for Transformers Rise of the Beast. These ones aren't very good, to be honest. So we got the reveal of Nightbird and Wheeljack. Let's get into Nightbird first. She looks fine, I guess. Of course, I have to agree with Fire Brothers. I had this opinion before I saw his video, and then he said the exact same thing. I'm like, yes, thank you. Why is the brown on there? That is clearly not in the car that is in the movie. We've seen the car by photos that were posted on the director's Instagram or something like that. I forgot where he posted these photos. And also the car showing up in the trailer. Like, why does the car / character have all this brown in there? It's like they decided to put like wood dust or something like that on the figure. Like, what the heck is this? Who knows? Maybe it's not finished, but I really don't like this. And then let's get to Wheeljack. Oh no. Why? How is this Wheeljack? Like, to be honest, as a Bayformer fan, the design in the Bumblebee movie was perfect. Now, I'm not a huge Bumblebee fan. I think it's a tad bit overrated, but I still enjoyed a lot about the movie. And Wheeljack's design was definitely one of those things, because Wheeljack looked like how Wheeljack should look. You could still have the G1 designs, but modernize them. Look at like Prime Wheeljack, for example. But this design is like a spit in the face. Like, we got a perfect design from Travis Knight, and then the new director changes the design of Wheeljack. I don't get why exactly. I don't get it. Because you had a perfect design. Of course, you could make some edits here and there to fit the vehicle form. Why'd you have to change the head? Why? Like, I really think you should change the name of this character, Hasbro. I really think you should. This is not Wheeljack. This could work as someone else. Maybe you can give him the name like Fix It. Yes, I'm referencing 2015 Robots in Disguise, or Gearbox, another reference to 2015 Robots in Disguise, or literally any name. You could make a original character, and if they're well received by fans, they could be a big icon to the Transformers franchise. Let me bring up some examples. Let's bring up one of the first examples that did it, Lockdown. Lockdown was never in G1. Never. He was introduced in Transformers Animated. And people liked him so much. Look what happened. He's been brought to Transformers canon. Like, he is a character that rose from the animated universe into popularity, and he has appeared in many other projects, especially a movie where he was the main villain. Let's bring up Dropkick and Shatter. Shatter was never an original character. Of course, Dropkick was kind of a character, but he was more of a drone in G1, so yeah. But they are beloved Decepticons that never existed anywhere in the Transformers mythos through every universe. And you got people who really like the characters, and really want them to come into more Transformer stuff, which I couldn't blame them because Dropkick and Shatter were great in the film. They were one of my favorite parts about the Bumblebee movie because they were epic villains. Or let's bring up Windblade. Windblade was a comic character, and of course, she became popular, and she became a big influence in the Transformers canon. Now, yes, her introduction into media was not very good with the Combiner Wars. No, wait, my mistake. The Prime Wars trilogy. It was not very good, even though I did like it at first, but to be honest, I don't think I want to rewatch it. Now rewatching some of the clips, I'm like, ugh, why did I like this trilogy? Ugh. Let's bring up another example I just thought of. Tarn. Now, yes, Tarn hasn't really had that big of a mainstream appearance besides that Cyberverse episode, which he is not my favorite Tarn. The Tarn in Cyberverse, I don't know, he's just too dialed down, and the whole Tarn as like an army for Megatron just doesn't work for me because I like Tarn as the leader of the DJD, the guy who can whisper people to death. That's why I like Tarn. I didn't really like this Tarn from Cyberverse. You can make good characters, and if they're really received well, they can be expanded. Oh, I just thought of another example. Even though a lot of the characters of what I'm going to bring up were already established in different pieces of Transformers media, the Mercenaries. The Mercenaries, even though the War for Cybertron trilogy was kind of mixed, especially Earthrise. I hated Earthrise. Like, the one good thing I'll say about Earthrise was the introduction of the mercenary faction. Like, they were the only good part about that show. Like, you could have good characters that are new. It just really depends how you execute them. I think that's what you should do with Wheeljack's design because that does not fit Wheeljack. That looks really bad if that's Wheeljack. Like, you have these other designs, well, besides the Bayformers version, that actually do look like the character Wheeljack, but this one just doesn't work for me. If you like the design, which I don't think a lot of people do, good for you, but I really don't. I feel like they should change the design of this character or make him somebody else. But that's just my opinion. Let's get into the next one, which is Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. And man, this doesn't look too bad. I actually kind of like the design of this toy, but it could use some more paint. To be honest, it kind of looks a little bland, like vehicle mode. It's accurate to the movie, but there are some areas that feel like they need to be painted, especially the blade. Why couldn't they painted the blade? The previous Bumblebee, which I have, has a painted blade. Why were they lazy and didn't paint this one? I don't know. It's just a small nitpick I just have to throw out there. But yeah, not terrible, but could use more paint. Alright, then let's get into the next ones that were revealed, which were, of course, Freezer and RC. Let's start with RC. This is not a great looking figure. Another small figure. I hope they make a bigger version of this because this is not my favorite. Maybe it's those eyes. Just those eyes. Ugh. It's just so creepy. Freezer, he is easily my favorite out of this so far. Freezer, I like his concept. Yes, his vehicle mode is kind of iffy, but I actually love the design. And also, I love how Transformers is finally getting something like General Grievous. I am happy. This is the first time that I'm aware of we've gotten a four-armed Transformer ever. Then let's get into the next one, which was technically revealed, but then we saw the actual fully transformed version. The leader himself, Scourge, and I have to say, I like this figure. There are some things that are a bit off, like the smokestacks are definitely off from the truck. Like they're separate from the back of the truck, where in the truck we got, it's completely connected. And I love the orange clear plastic. I like that. Especially since orange is my favorite color. People have also pointed out the neck is a bit too long and is based off of old concept art. Which, yeah, it's not very accurate. Hopefully this thing's neck can be pushed down a bit. But I think there was a reason they did it, and I think it was the fire thing, because I think Fire Brothers said there was a chance of him having fire abilities, and I think that was the way to make the fire abilities work. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Alright, let's get into the next ones. We also got a new Cheetor. Well, two actually. There's this old toy, which could have been a scrap design, and I actually don't mind this toy. Yes, it's not my favorite, and it is kind of a retool of Cheetor, but I like some of the details of this toy. I like how we even get an organ gun from this toy, where we didn't get that from Kingdom for some reason. And then let's get into the Studio Series Cheetor. Now, this isn't terrible. It could be worse, but the colors definitely doesn't look like a Studio Series. It definitely doesn't. It feels like one of those cheap Transformers toys they would put in the main line. This just, yeah. It's very tall, too. I'll say that. I love the weapons of the figure, and the Cheetah mode is really good. Head, it's okay. I definitely get what they were trying to go for, but we just got a bunch of new toys for the Rise of the Beast stuff. And we have first these like kid appeal toys, like the Beast Weaponers or something like that, and also like Beast Armor or something. It's basically something like the two combiner toys from like Robots in Disguise. We got 3 of these for the combiners. First we got Bumblebee with his animal companion Snarl Saber. That is a very odd name. And they basically combine into this guy, which the head of this guy kind of looks like Goldbug a little. If you don't know who Goldbug is, in the OG1 cartoon, Bumblebee, after sustaining some damage from an evil virus, gets changed from Bumblebee to Goldbug. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next is RC and Overfang, which appears to be maybe a wolf or a white wolf or something. And they combine. This looks alright. And RC's bike mode kind of sucks, but the bot form isn't too bad. Then, of course, we get Optimus Primal. And Optimus Primal is joined with his companion, Skullcruncher, which is kind of funny because in the original Beast Wars concept, both Megatron and Optimus Primal had different forms. Originally, Primal was a bat, which I'm glad they changed it, and then Megatron was the alligator, so I kind of find this funny. being like a bit of a callback to the original ideas for Beast Wars. Of course, they took the name of a Decepticon, but it's still funny nonetheless. And then we have the Beast Wars characters that can turn into weapons. First, we got Cheetor. We got a miniature version of Cheetor that changes into a small little blade. And then we get a Rhinox, well, a small little one. Here's what it looks like, Beast Mode and Bot Mode, not too bad. But his back end becomes a machine gun, which very suits Rhinox very well. And then, of course, this is the most recent news. We did get reveals of the main Rise of the Beast lines of Optimus Prime, Rhinox, and these both look really good. I know I might definitely pick up the Rhinox. Maybe Prime 2, he doesn't look bad either. I love these figures. I could see why there aren't studio series of both Rhinox or Optimus Prime because these toys look actually pretty close. Well, granted, studio series has impressed me before, but you never know. So far, I can understand why they haven't made a studio series of these guys yet. Then we got some interesting ones. First, we got the Bumblebee mask. And, of course, we got something similar with the Optimus Primal mask a while back, which transforms, and this one does too. Interesting gimmick. The toys look weird when they're transformed, but I could mostly see myself getting these masks just to wear them and not transform them, but it was a nice idea to try. Oh yeah, and we also have Beast Mode Bumblebee, which for some reason is gonna be an eagle. I'm with Fire Brothers. I thought a bee would be way too obvious. I kinda hope this was just like a scrapped idea. Because I thought it would be cool for Bumblebee to change into, an actual Bumblebee. But I guess I'm just asking for too much. Then we got this Optimus Prime Nerf gun, which is cool. And not the first time we got something like that. I remember a while back, I think it was for the first Transformers movie, there was this Optimus Prime toy that was in his truck mode. Then you can pull off the trailer or something like that, and then it becomes a gun. So yeah, that's a bit nostalgic a little bit. And I think that might be it. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of these figures down in the comments below. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Tell me in the comments. And have a nice day, everyone. And also, if you liked today's video, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're interested in following up with my content. Have a nice day, everyone.